Silver Stars, Vasco da Gama legend. Was it always going to be a difficult one for them? Uguti, but understand the Orlando Pirates, but understand even the size of the task that they have in their hands.
Gulego, let me tell you one thing. That team is a big team. That's number one. When you go there, you need that you need to put your feet lapaya or feet. And the most size 1, size 7. There's a big space. And those over exposed because not all missing you Pumali 1 year like to sell pants. No, I'm not joking, Gulego. I'm serious because Gulego, I've played in that team.
I'm laughing at the graphic nature. It's a beautiful graphic description.
Yes, I'm telling you because that team, when you, I'm just gonna give a picture. And
because at some point, Pratebza was assistant coach here at Tripoli.
Yes,
and they never felt Uguti was good enough to be a coach, even though he's a legend of the club. Because that team is a big team.
It's a big team. That's why I'm going to figure out size 1, size 7. That's how big is that team. As a player who played there and captain that team, I know Uguti and when you're there, how much that you need to put in, how much work that you need to put for you to be in that team. And the history of that team, it tells you players that have played there, coaches that have been there. So if you go there, you must know exactly what is that you're gonna do there. Mosa Funda, don't go there.
Kunzima Junior coach Orlando Pirates ungasazi story sakho.
Yeah, Tso is making a point. Ngathi they don't look at players that they are signing even now. I mean, ngekabane hype for Makaring Maritzburg United when he goes to Orlando Pirates. Ichoku. Lomfana uNtsako Makhulubedi. Ichoku. So I'm sorry Nkuleko, we need to be realistic and honest. Mele babe nevar nabo. Ngedecision abayithathile ngokubeka uFahlu lapha noNcikazi. Babe sikhuluma ngabo uPrasten, the chairman of Orlando Pirates, Dr. Ivan Khoza, GM team, Floyd Timbele. It was a good decision now to Fatlumbega. Do they know the team directly? As an effect. Yeah. And why Pirates doesn't have a development? It's a fact. Why Pirates must use the run back. Nkuleko yabona izinto noma singabaleka ne izokhitha somewhere uzobuyela back ku drawing board. iPirates lesikhathi uAugusto Phalasha hamba lapha ke kamosheka kakhulu. We need to be realistic mfethu Nkuleko. There was no structure anymore. It's similar like Kaizer Chiefs. Into efanayo ngoba babale labantu labo boyi2 baye ba ofremba ngakamelanga ba ofrembe. Those people definitely show they need to go back. iPirates bayas if angikhuluma ngechairman mangaba neqiniso you yabona iSundowns in Nkuleko Subane effect kunaboteko that they played there as example they played there they've abona Nyandoro there
surprise
Muriri Peter Ndlovu David ungizwe kahle Michael Manzini ukubeka ama player to the right position ngesikhathi esi right ngeke baqashe bonke but somehow makuyibot they've got say lezo zinto ezi2-3 zibalekile kunento eziyenzayo. Now you want to bring people that they don't understand the team. People will say whatever they want to say. No, coming month and they know good die. Naganjani angena something. Whether they lose or not, they don't care.
Do you think that because you were not a big player, you didn't play for a big club, you tend to struggle dealing with big personalities? That's why you are struggling with Umango now in terms of you can actually sit down with him, instead of saying AFCON is PSL is bigger than AFCON. You can actually sit next to him, and even if it takes you 3 months, continuously coach him.
Kulego, let me tell you one thing. It's easy to deal with big players when you know what it is that you want, and then you're gonna be honest. When you're honest, you put it in front of him. Look, Kulego. Let's sometimes but uzohlala la but one day uzoshaya letafula lelo vele la because uyakhula lo la ngaphansi uzofuna ukuvela la ngaphezulu kutobani Kulego in I think maybe coach it was just a hit of a moment when he said ukuthi AFCON, PSL is bigger than AFCON.
You see the problem, so I'm so sorry, is that they kept on making other statements as well that I think if it was a bigger coach or if it was a bigger personality, if Bebe Ama players Amakulu in their time, they would have found a different way to say it, because they then, so Mandla was the one about the PSL and the AFCON. And then two weeks later, Ufadlu is saying, njengoba ningibuza ngomango niyazi ukuthi uyajima na.
Suspend.
You see, he's not even clarifying it, and like you're saying now, so to suspend or help him out then, because if you were a big personality, you were gonna know how to deal with big personalities.
You play with big players, you'll understand because you played with them. You know what? Okay, psychologically, now he's going through this phase of playing AFCON. I scored goals lapan AFCON, so I'm coming with that attitude of saying, no, I deserve to go straight.
And the confidence was high.
Confidence So as a coach, find a way of bringing him to the level of his teammates to say, look, boy, yes, you did this, and all of us were watching you. Yeah. But now we're here. Let's do this so that we can meet each other halfway.
Yeah, but I think message kapaltino mangu situation it's deep, profound. I mean, before labantu bafika, there was Zenpao ukuthi win top goal scorer kunomunyaka before Zenpao left kulo season le before le uZimbabwe hamba. He won top goal scorer of the season. The following season what he must work more harder. The statement
how hard can you work if you are already a top goal scorer? What more do you need? But also it goes back to the question though, the original question. Oguti, if it was a big, if Upeni McCarthy was the best player in terms of a striker, Bafana, the reason why he kept on fighting for Usitebe is because the personality yakhe nokuwina kwakhe Champions League kumtshela ukuthi yena under any circumstances ngizoyiphakamela into. He was wrong because he lost that battle anyways, but he will always stand up ukuthi I am losing here, nithi Usitebe angingamdlali. I am losing. I don't have a midfielder. So when you are a big personality, when you are someone who played at the highest level, you can use your voice.
Yeah, without about desperate.
Yes.
It doesn't show desperation, which is true right would be. But obviously, so if I really question but if we can be honest in South Africa, I'm a black coaches and I'm coach
yes.
You are understanding each other in South Africa, you like it or not. You hardly see a coach in South Africa, no matter what dance. And I win among Marumo Kalans and stuff, for example. Samsung have got to coach among those 2 games.
Happened at cheaper many times.
Yeah, in South Africa, Tony Piabo. UCM, he came to Celtics, he did well. He went to Cheaper United, but he was Bam Chase. Leopard, same thing. So, and the Tinkins again, the Super Sport he came, it didn't produce we understand. Type of players that were told up, he never came and signed players when he arrived there.
Yeah.
Usebenza squatter now, so they get rid of him. Kevin Johnson as well, nyalap. So a South African kulego, ivar guti guwe.
Undermine coaches, especially South African coaches.
We undermine these coaches, especially South Africa. I mean, unama coach when you check nkulego check his salary abuye Europe, they give him fuck all. I mean, if he was South African, I'm sure career could be paid. It's been a while as Lomuntu is an international coach.
Yeah.
South Africa, honest.
Yeah, the last time he won anything was when he came here in 2008 and won something with Chiefs. Whether it was an Absa Cup, it was a cup.
Absa Cup, right? Absa Cup. Leading at Telkom.
Yes.
So how long?
So it's been 14, 15 years without anything else.
So Lomuntu Logube was South African. I can tell you now, I'm coach APC Mutsepeli.
Now you make a very good point, but I started this because of the Orlando Pirates and trying to examine should Orlando Pirates fans be unhappy? Unhappiness, but where should they direct it to? Who should they be blaming about the rot that is happening at that big club now?
Obviously, it needs to go to the coaches. And the coaches, they need to come clean to say, this is the situation, this is what is happening, and we are dealing with this. Because, Ngulego...
So, okay, let's be practical.
Yeah.
So, Vilakazi is the head coach at Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
There's 10 Skrima Shabalala, and there's also Floyd Mbele.
Yes.
Would you be in a press conference saying, fair to shy you, I tried to put Umtambo lapayana, but abamfuni shem ngizamile futhi ukuthi umango akawoma up but agent yakhe nani ayihlangani kahle nabo stand. Would you be able to say those things if you were a coach?
No, okokuqala nje bengivume nje lokho nje kokutshela. That's number one. I'm preparing these boys mina the whole week. So no one needs to come and tell me who must I play. Because if you are coming and tell me ukuthi angidlaliselo, okay, from where you standing, come and sit in my position and do that. And see ukuthi really what you want me to do, can you do it now? Because sometimes it's easy to talk. But when you are there and everyone is looking at you ukuthi baba we coach lapha sifuna ukubona win. But if I would get instructions to say keeper ubanibani ufaka ubanibani, then it goes back to you as a coach ukuthi now you need to put your foot down to say look, yes ngilambile kuleko. There's one thing that I don't want us ukuthi see hide ngilambile. I think that's one thing that our coaches ebashayayo ukuthi ngilambile, if I'm not going to listen kusasa nginamsebenzi. And that's where our football imosheka khona. That's where our football is going down because somebody ongaprepare labafana the whole week comes and tells you ukuthi coach awubanibani, and then that's where the problem is. So we need to stop that thing ukuthi or somebody must tell you. If actually okay, look, in this game, as you are saying to me, you want me to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you come and sit up a bench and when I coach them, as you saying me, I must put them because I don't want to put them in. When you bafag, so and then coach them in that game and see are you gonna get what you want me to get about this.
Starter contract.
Yeah.
It started by you signing a contract at Orlando Pirates as a head coach. It started with a statement lesokuthi uvumelane necontract uhlalela pepenjini. Yabo avuma le nto leyo. Njengoba bekunama room abo Kevin, I can tell you I'm sure abo Kevin uthe no. I can't. Kevin, they are very desperation abayibonisa. Yes, he need a job, but mina ngiyakhuluma no Kevin. Angithi ukuthi ushilo angitshela. I'm not saying that, but Kevin ngeke ngambona. Unengqondo, he believe in whatever. The way he was taught football, the way afunde ngakhona naye. Ngisho ukuthi the way he was taught. Ubelieve kuleyo nto. Experience anayo, netalent analo. He believe in that. Yes, he takes advices to Kevin, but to Kevin, Nkuleka can tell you there will be never maka 20 team. Kubina someone ozomtshela ukuthi ngicela 1 2 3 4 besayivumela. I don't think he can do that.
All right, we need to go back to the voice notes. There's so many of them coming in now. I really thank you, gentlemen, for the honesty and the openness of this conversation. We'll keep it going, of course. Ufenza Pile was telling me that there are 626 people watching us now on Facebook. At some point there was 1,000, and then Ujasi Shabala is telling me that there are 200 people watching us on YouTube as well. Thank you, welcome. I'm hoping you're enjoying the veracity and the frustration in the voices of these gentlemen as we are unpacking Orlando Pirates. They are out of the Nedbank Cup, out of the league really, unless something miraculous happened like point stalking or anything like that. They are effectively out of the league as well. The only competition that they could win potentially is the CAF Confederations Cup, and they're playing in that this weekend.
This is Brian Spider-Man Baloy, and you're listening to Massiv 11, Mecca of football lovers.
Yeah. It is TV crew. Now I'm saying Sundowns is gonna win again. 1-0 again at home. Sure.
And Bulise studio ngokushena kweni kuta peace luna ana ndiboni Sundowns bethwa ngo-2-1 or bedraw andibaboni bembethu pithu ku second leg.
Hayi mfethu thina sithi laphi Ahly mfethu izawakora amabili bese Sundowns ikora elilodwa imesh izophela ngo-2-1.
Bekunjalo ukuthi udiscutive abafethu asifuni besithethe into ezinkulu man. Sizoyibetha ile nto. Asayibetha la. Njengesikole futhi sihloniphekile. Andithi siyabahlonipha so kumele sibanike 2-0 okanye 3-0. Andithi siyabahlonipha so kumele sibanike akakhe ngesibabetha ngala 5 xa basibahlonipha sobanika nje 2-0 okanye 3-0. Okay ngona.
Enkululeko mabrada ngithanda ukubulisa wena ngibulise uJunior Khanye noTso Vilakazi ngithi sibeka njengoba ninjalo like J futhi igame yakusasa izoba igame enzima. It's gonna be a tough game kusasa for both teams. But I think ukuthi i-team iprepare kahle and ezoba tactical discipline will come away with the points.
Bafethu kunjani? Ya bafethu ngikhuluma noSonlo lapha ngapha eMamelodi ngapha. Bafethu kusasa siyobona ibhola bafethu. Ngibona iMamelodi Sundowns izobuya. Bazoyishaya ne? Ya bazoyishaya. Ne-3 not engayithola. 3-1 kuzoba score at least 2 goals phezu kwe-Sundowns. Awupiso kusasa uzozaphelele. Kusasa uzoprove le 3 ninja kid ukuthi hayi it's not PSL.
Nkululeko my brother kunjani? Ngisathe nje leli thuba ngibingelela wena ney'nsizwa lapho uJunior Khanye noTso Vilakazi mabhahaza. Nkululeko ngaloko mosha isikhathi nje well i-game between i-Sundowns ne-Ahly I see Sundowns winning Nkululeko because looking at the first leg abayidlalile for me I think Sundowns they were dominant and yeah and if you look at both sides they have quality, but Sundowns at this moment in time, I don't think there's any team that can stop them. Lions Hands, even as Africa, they are too strong. So I see Sundowns winning. And Kuleko, lastly, bengithanda nje Kuleko ukuthi uma kungenzeka nje uTso no Junior Khanye njengama legend angazi ngenzeka ukuthi besikhulumele not Dr. Ivan Khoza la ukuzama ukuthi mbele kubuya ama fans because
good day Nkululeko, my brother, and Junior Khanye and Tso Vilakazi and the others, probably your co-colleagues. My name is Klan Malangani. I'm in Tembisa. I'm a fan of Idiski TV. Concerning the post that I saw on Facebook about Ahly using Kaizer Chiefs venue as a preparation of tomorrow's game. On my view, I believe that that's a good strategy by Tso, most on frustrating your opponent before the match, because I believe on this one, Sundowns will be playing to prove a point to Kaizer Chiefs and Al Ahly rather than focusing on the match. So tomorrow they'll be planning to play to prove a point against.
Nkululeko my brother kunjani? Ngibingelela uJunior, ngibingelela uTso lapha e-studio. Ninjani bafethu? Mina kusasa ngibona i-Ahly idlula ngo-2-0. Tso uyayazi Sundowns, uyayazi wonke ama-pocket wayo. And badlalela egroundini elivulekile FNB. So kuzoba easy for Ahly ukuthi idlale ibhola lidlalayo likapitso i-carpet football. Khuluma nomvelo hlela. Danko.
Good evening, good afternoon, Diski fam. Bulise lapho Machite studio na onke ama-fans onkana. I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan, Tulani Mgweni Gama, Davidson. Yeah, I want to compliment my boys for hosting one of the greatest teams in Africa. I hope they learned a lot from that. They took notes because the team, is not in great shape, in and out. I hope they learn a lot from that, and I think Okazam Taung Jr. has a hand behind that. I love what the boy is trying to bring to Chiefs.
In the studio there, Kimpo from Pituri. I'm a Mamelodi Sundowns supporter. Bafana ba style, bafana ba Shushan and Piano. Kerai wana Mamelodi Sundowns. Tomorrow's encounter between Mamelodi Sundowns and Al Ahly is going to be very interesting. Remember, Pitso Mosimane is the master of mind games, but you must note this. Sometimes students, they can excel more than their teacher, their master. So tomorrow is going to be very interesting. But students tomorrow, I see them passing.
Mkhotmane sibulise studio ya igame ulukhona eBaro ya igame yakusasa I see Upitso winning that game by 2-1 yeah. Then my last point esha Tso makahamba ufaka isave kuchipa uCutlenches bazomxosha in 3 weeks so
Hi, this is Mark Lottering and you are listening to Massive Metro.
Join me, YOLO, 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 YOLO. Locate your partner and dance, YOLO. Yalla, 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 yalla. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Shay Shay, and you are listening to Massive Metro.
Ishagi Mosane ya Chiefs ya Sundowns ul Ahly high. A difficult team game here, but hopefully Sundowns so itadlala granted and irtabise as a South African, but hey, I behind of boys. I hope Sundowns. I believe in them. But win even if about winning, then draw will be much better than nothing. Thank you.
Mangibulise Mr Junior now Mr Nkululeko manibulise na. My brother ngibona le match enkulu le iderby. Noba abantu ngiyazi kunabantu abathi asiderby but iderby lenkulu futhi. Lo mdlalo uzoba nzima kakhulu my brother. Kodwa ngiboni biSundowns izovuma nje ukuthi ishawe Ahly ekhaya ngiboni nje. Yona Ahly.
Sure, this is Saudi, them Sotra man, and you're listening to Massive Metro.
All right, welcome back, Massive 11, MassiveMetro.com, listen live, MassiveMetro.com, and then you click on listen live. This is where you get all the audio, beautiful, perfect. And of course, we're also live on our YouTube. We have 200-300 people watching us there. Also live on our Facebook, around 600, 700, sometimes 8 to 1,000 people watching us live, having these discussions every Friday. Our people are always with us, of course, disagreeing. That really does not matter as long as we are engaging with each other about our beautiful game, our favorite sport. I was heartbroken at some point this week because my team, Chelsea, a team that I've followed since I was 9 years old, bayiphuca bayibamba inkunzi abantu bejongile. So we'll find out if we'll have a new owner soon, the Chelsea Football Club, and whether or not we will ever be a UEFA Champions League challenging team. That's the team that I followed since I was 9 years old. The owner, his money was taken because it's Russian. The British took his money, they froze his assets, and they're saying that they're not allowed to sign any players. When they are traveling, they can only use 20,000 rands. They're not allowed to sell new tickets to fans as well. So that's, if you see a Chelsea fan, give him whatever he needs now. We are in a difficult moment. Mamelodi Sundowns, Ahly tomorrow. Gentlemen, let's dig in to the tactics. So, Alou Dieng versus Andile Jalis. Someone mentioned that earlier on in one of the voice notes. I'm thinking also of a battle Ali Malul, a left wing back Al Ahly in Tunisia against Ukorisho Mutawa, right wing back Mamelodi Sundowns number fan.
Ngulego, that's going to be a very tough one. And you bonile first leg upuma kwa Charlie. We've been a problem serious ku Sundowns uCharlie makangekho laphana and uDieng ugcine sekazenzela laphana bulldozing everyone was attacking. There was a space in the midfield.
Yeah,
the left winger was creating chances, but you know Nkulego, yes, I'm looking forward. I just hope uCharlie mustn't get injured so that who's gonna boss that midfield between the two.
The interesting thing is that Kennedy Mwene has stamped his authority. Usphakamile Sandla going in for Dennis Onyango. Although we all trust Dennis Onyango too, it's a difficult one now. Who do you pick when both of them are fit?
But the advantage to Kennedy Mwene is more of a footballer. He's not a goalkeeper at all.
Well, goalkeeper of the year, Africa is difficult to bench. Yes, I know, but I know Onyango, which is the most trusted goalkeeper, and Sundowns who number one, undisputed.
But
so it's not going to be an easy decision.
Coming currently, says Kulmang performance among.
Yep.
In fact, Kulmang first league, he was different.
Absolutely.
And Ule game, very tactical game. Is a final before the final. Inzima kakhulu Nkuleko ngoba nama points, they both need points. ngiyezwa Sundowns bakhuluma nge-drop, but coaches at Sundowns, if you can check each and every game baya-approacha ngokwina. I mean, the big coach, I believe in the whole entire world, ayidlaleli draw. That's the mentality of a big coach. And Sundowns, all the games that I've watched them, they never approach a game with man just sit up excellent my opponent. They take a game to my opponents. So, Sundowns, they will play to win. But Ahly, they're very dangerous. They've got speed. Sundowns speed in most they lacking. All I've observed. They move off the ball, yes, but Ahly, they've got the individual, like a speed. Whereby when they go to half Sundowns, eating it my opponent. Speed banazo.
Kunalento bathi tactical naivety. Lapho khona umudinga into you are chasing after it because you need it. When in that game, exactly Bakawate eventually. But in that game, I told you, I kept on warning Wuti, Bona, they are going all out for the win, and they left 3v3s too many times for Sundowns, and they lost because of that. Tomorrow, they are desperate for a point again. If they are desperate, and if they show with desperation, Sundowns is overshy. I'm not saying they're gonna. I think Ahly will win this game. In my opinion, I think they're gonna win this game. But if they don't respect tactics, if they don't try to make it a closed game and make it an open game and go for the goal desperately, they're gonna have a problem.
By the way, according to me, Sundowns will win the game.
Sure.
Yeah. By the way, but in terms of Upito, just to pendula the answer yako, Upito is very smart. Different to when. Like you like it or not, Kune goal save it last time.
Yep.
The different it was him. There was nothing wrong with Pitts attack because Pitts, I'm a coach. He's a big coach. He's got Agasabi. Best players, even best. Utso can tell you, best players in the world, they risk. Risk kapatuaz wenzani.
Calculated risk.
Knowing wenzani. Angithi ngisho kanjalo. So Pitts abantu abariskayo but knowing ukuthi he prepared the team. He prepares the team. And players bayazi ukuthi Pitts ufunani. They know ukuthi badlala bobani. Ngikhuluma ngeMamelodi Sundowns ngoba
would you set up a team tomorrow knowing Sundowns have 7 points, Ahly has 4 points, knowing ukuthi even if you get a draw, at least you have 5 points. You still maintain the position here. Would you set up a team lapho khona kunama 3v3 attack Sundowns with those kind of players?
Just to answer you ngidlaleli draw mina.
No, I'm not saying they must play for a draw. That's not the point. I'm just saying, would you set up a team where we need Sundowns a chance yama 3v3, ama attackers wabo na defense yako?
I think Upito was not trying to do. But Upito was not trying to do that. It's just that the Sundowns now they know the coach. Bekuba ma situation, game situation, whereby ama win back where Ahly they pushing high. When they observe, analyze game they pushing high. We need to cheat.
Yeah.
I think the situation is Sundowns iyafunda ama situations good game. Bafunde should analyze Ahly before game yabo. And then bathema badlala bathi ba-attack ngama-wing back beba-cheata. Ama-players Sundowns afraid they were cheating. And for sure basebenzele ama goalkeepers are different there. Ibonakala ngoba they lost
score prediction again.
Sundowns win.
Absolutely. So let's wrap it up then. Just your tactical feedback. What do you expect tactically, and your score prediction as well.
Nguleko I wanna see uSheriff uzoyenzani kusasa
against Onyango, not the Rook.
Yeah, because first leg I didn't see him. Onyango, I even said with Onyango first game where he put his foot right was the first leg, and I hope he's gonna continue there. Nguleko, look, Sundowns they plan. They know much Ahly they will come, they'll use physique, they'll press them high, so they need to be prepared to move. Movement of the ball, and the passing of the ball needs to be quick, because if they will delay with a second, they're gonna close them down. Once would bamba nje, you have 2, 3, 4 seconds, he's there putting pressure. So look, I still stand. Even though I've got the question to ask really, are they gonna win straight or is gonna be a draw? But if winning a pizza, if he has to win,
so no ifs and buts.
No, okay. I know I go with Sundowns. Can't finish.
Ajika lento.
Yeah, I know I go with
Mara ne
Sundowns.
penalty no mulpedi bone kambe center ajika lapha before itila.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, phela lo munye ayithathe.
Funa ukuwa manje nginama feet.
Yeah, nama cramp manje zona ngithi lapha ngishawe cramp so munye akayithathe.
All right, we're back tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the CAF Champions League. Thank you very much for listening to us. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the weekend.